It's time for another 70RL, and again, it's a browser entry. Deaths of Silver by Tilix19. Deaths of Silver is a coffee break traditional roguelike with procedural equipment generation inspired by ARPGs, or Tales of Magiel, I guess. The game is set on a dystopian, horror-adjacent sci-fantasy world where the surface is covered with silver. People live in small metallic hamlets, and the only gatherable resource lay in the depths of the planet. Your goal is to descend all the way to the floor 15 to slay the Administrator, a mysterious being who is the biggest danger to the player's settlement. Press H at any time to see controls. Features: procedurally affixed-based equipment generation, unique relics altering the gameplay experience, 12 enemy types adding different challenges, procedural cave-inspired small floor duration, 50 minutes, 1 hour runs, custom tiles and graphics, made by the solo dev It's My First Game, infinite builds. Made in 7 days for 7-day roguelike 2025 by Tilix19, coded with rot.js. Key art by Art by Ampho. AI used only for help with coding. Alright, well, it's only him. Let's see what he's got for us. Nice little bit of sound there. So you can mute it or whatever you want to, but nothing special. To win the game, equip yourself carefully. Descend all the way to floor 15 and eliminate the Administrator. Arrow keys are numpad for movement. Bump into enemy attack. E to open equipment. G to pick up swap equipment. A to ascend stairs. D to descend stairs. 1 for health potions. 2 for teleportation scroll to get to safety. H to open help and controls menu. And S to open settings menu. Alright, a very atypical sort of setup here for keys, but that's fine. Into the Deaths of Silver. Okay, we got 100 health, we got 0 potions or scrolls. Our equipment is no weapon, no armor, or relic. I guess press E to go back in and out, very nice. You venture into the Deaths of Silver. I can press H to get this right here, which is fine. What the? I switched to tiles for some reason. Open equipment, pick up blah. I'm not sure what happened there, but this randomly hitting keys to see if I can pop back into ASCII there. You need an numpad on or off, I guess, to work here, but it's fine. Here's the stairs. You venture into Deaths of Silver. The larva hits you for 1. You hit the larva for 2. You kill the larva drops nothing. You see a lamp. You pick up the lamp. It's a lamp. Gain 2 light radius. Okay, so that's what lamps are for. I see I got potions, and I got myself a scimitar, so we do a little more damage now. The rat. This is a rat, apparently. It looks more like a scorpion, but okay. Okay, I'm not going to pick up the potion. I assume it's a good idea to fully clear levels, so clear. Okay, 1 for health potion. I'll wait for a little bit for it. D to descend the stair. I'll note, by the way, the music kind of like, you know, gets a little bit repetitive, I guess. A horror, okay, we got horror. I'll note that I'm not against having like, you know, music or sounds or stuff like that in games, but something you may want to basically do is not have it on loop, but just have it like, you know, it starts out and then like, you know, it stops after a point. Okay, is there a... I don't see a wait option here, though it might be 5. Okay, there goes the sounds, or music rather. There's still going to be sound effects, of course, but I mean... the music's gone for now. There's a dagger. You drop the scimitar to pick up a dagger. So dagger's got a 2 to 7. It's got a hit chance of 100%, critical chance 33%. The scimitar is 3 to 8, 75% hit chance, critical chance 50%. I think the dagger is better just because it's got a 100% chance to hit. You see a needle. So needle has 6 to 11, 40% chance to hit, critical chance 100%. That sounds nice, but let's get this. Let's use a potion. Oh, potions only heal a little bit. I don't know if it's random or like, you know, if it's 19 or so. I think I'm getting about 19 per, so this should go up to what? 77, 87? 83. Whatever. Quality sword. Quality sword, 7 to 11, 9% chance to hit, 50% critical. Quality, plus 1 to the item's main stat. So, this is a fairly balanced weapon. And of course, sound effects. There's a sharp claymore here. Hit chance 55%, critical chance 25%, sharp 10% critical damage. It's got 6 to 16 damage. I mean, this has a higher chance to hit, so that balances out a little bit. I wonder how defense and evasions were basically work from the armor, so how beneficial that'll be. There's a regular sword. So this is a 6 to 11, 9% chance to hit, 50% critical. And I guess like there's no difference for like, you know, the quality. I wonder what quality basically does. If it's like just increased damage or something like that. There's a potion, heal up a little bit. There's the stairs down. There's a scimitar again. We won't use that just yet. I think the potions, they basically have random heal. So baton does 2 to 11, 8% chance to hit, 25% critical. That's objectively worse. I'm wondering a little bit about the enemies, by the way. It seems like they may not path towards you if they can't see you. That's something to test. Let's get the potion. Okay, I know there's an enemy there, but it's not chasing me, so let's go. Strap and plates. Straps and plates. This gets defense 4, evasion 12. So it's better evasion. The cave dweller hits you. And we're just going to kill him off quickly. Masterwork straps and plates. So Masterwork does +1 to all item stats. Very nice. So I guess quality means you get +1 to the item's main stat, and Masterwork means you get +1 to all the item stats. So far, by the way, just for the item generation, I'm reminded more of like, you know, Castle of the Winds than I am like, say, like, you know, an ARPG and sort of like how the stats base work. So not very particularly, you know, interesting, so to speak, just yet. Yeah, I think the AI might be a little bit too dumb. You can basically bait them if like you don't want to fight them, right? So let's heal up a little bit. A cutlass, what does that do? Quality sword has 711, 9%, 50%. 6 to 10, 9%, 50%. So cutlass is strictly worse than a sword. The automaton. Okay, so it's an automaton. By the way, over here you can actually see like their health, so that's nice. There's a spear. 3 to 16, so very randomized damage. Hit chance 5%, critical chance 50%. Okay, no potions left. I probably shouldn't be trying to hunt down every single thing in the game, but I mean, whatever. I'm trying to basically, you know, experiment here a little bit. Automaton hits for a little bit of damage here. There's a claymore. I have no idea why it's 55, like, you know, 0, 0, 0, and then repeating until I get that 1 there, but whatever it is. Quality straps and plates of the bull. Here we go. So, 5 defense as opposed to 4, 12% evasion. Quality 1 +1 to items main stat. So, basically, like, you know, I guess that's increasing the quality of like the main stat. And I also get max health 25%, so more health. Let's see here. If I pick this up, there might be a bit of a bug with health. So, you know, when you pick up like, you know, items like that, it's like, you know, not dropping my health. So, the Roman Cave Arachnid. Critical hit. Did I get the critical hit or something else? I can actually check, so should probably do that. I think I got the critical hit. Critical hit should be on the same lines, like, you know, the damage there, by the way. Hit the cave dweller here. He's got Melchurus, don't care. I wonder if like the enemies basically benefit from the items they carry or not. Pick up the potion. There's the way down. Currently on floor 5. Heal up a little bit. More straps and plates. You drop nothing. Nothing. I'm not sure why the Roman cave arachne caused everything to basically go down a line like that, but okay. Claymore of the Bull. So again, increases health. Again, note that my like HP's gone up, but you know, it doesn't like subtract or anything. Regular old dagger. Let's heal up a little bit. Be nice if there's like other things besides like bull to sort of like, you know, check with, but whatever. I've yet to find anything just yet. Let's try this again. So yeah, music isn't changing at all. The Ancient Monk. Okay. Note that I can heal up a lot here, by the way, but whatever. A serrated claymore. Does that cause bleed? 1.7 critical multiplicator instead of 1.5. So more critical chance, or more critical damage when it basically hits. Okay. We'll keep the quality sword like the accuracy. Precise metal cuirass of bull. And now I like, you know, HP goes up even more, because why not? Precise metal cuirass of bull. It basically gives me defense 6, evasion 5%, because you know, why not? Precise, 10% hit chance. I don't really need up, okay? Of the bull, 25 max HP, so yeah. The flying spear. This is a regular old sword. And the game has crashed. So there is issues where the game can crash. Try reloading this again. So here's a question. How do you get the ASCII mode since there is an ASCII mode? Like, I really have to wonder, did you basically like have an ASCII mode and you forgot, like, you know, to actually have a button to sort of swap back between ASCII and not? Or is the ASCII mode incomplete, or what's happening? I wonder if it... get the potion there. I think the biggest, like, suggestions here is the fact that you basically want to hold on to your potions so you get more, like, bull relics, is to sort of like, get more health back when you basically get them. Leather jacket, 20%. So leather jacket isn't really much of anything special, but it's there. I might have gotten lucky with the Malcurus before. Whoops. There's the Cutlass. 4 to 8, 9% chance to hit, 50% chance of critical. Versus the daggers, 3 to 8, 75% chance to hit, 50% critical. That's the Scimitar Rider. Yeah, I'll take the Cutlass. I like accuracy. It's a nice thing to ensure hits. Not sure how long we'll basically get in this like run because I don't have the Malcurus from before, but whatever. There we go. Scraps and plates, free 12%. I wonder if like can be the same thing, but they can have like different stats on them. I'm not sure I like the idea, by the way. I think I prefer like you just have like scraps and plates be like the same thing every single time, and then have like the Eagles modifiers here like bring it up and down. So like broken scraps and plates, regular scrap and plates. So 2 to 15%, 2 to 15, hit chance 75%. Let's try hitting with it. I mean, it's possible I might, get the insta kill of like the, spear, which is like, nice. But the chance to hit and like the lower damage is like, the main issues of it. Now, I will note that it would be nice if, like, the shroud wasn't the same color as, like, the wall tiles. Because, like, they're the same, it's kind of hard to, like, determine where, like, the, the unexplored bits basically of the map are. Whoa! Why did everything disappear all at once? That's something else to know about. When you're basically attacking this like this, they aren't like moving the enemies, so. I'm almost tempted to let these guys kill me just so I can like see what death base looks like. Yeah, he died. So stats, there's the turns played, damage dealt, damage sustained, floors descended, foes vanquished. So you can retry or, whatnot. All right, well, that's basically enough for, like, a go of this game. It's not bad for a first game. Good job. Needs to be a little bit more polished, but, for a newbie, good job.